folks, and welcome to the Jack in the Box wrap-up show here on the Williamson Source. I'm Steve Peak, and before we get to some of the games that happened this Friday, let's talk first about our Jack in the Box Athletes of the Week. If you didn't catch our preview show, which is where we will announce our Athletes of the Week, we're going to point them out to you right now. First, the female Athlete of the Week was Macy McKay from Brentwood Academy. In the game against FRA, Macy scored 3 times, a hat trick against the Panthers, and a 4-2 win. And our male Athlete of the Week goes to Keeling Hunter. He had 5 tackles for a loss and 1 sack in FRA's big win against Goodpasture last week. So congratulations to both Macy McKay and Keeling Hunter. Now to some of the games that happened this Friday. 2 games go to overtime. 2 games. FRA Boyd Buchanan go to OT, but the Panthers are able to escape with a 28-21 win. You're going to want to see highlights from both of these in our highlight show on Monday. And then Centennial at Brentwood. The Cougars go up 14-0 thanks to 2 Deion Sanders touchdowns, and it looks like they're primed to run through the Bruins. But credit Brentwood. They battled all the way back. They tied the game with a 44-yard field goal. And then right at the end of regulation, Centennial, with a chance to tie the game, win the game, miss a 40-yard field goal, so we go to overtime. And again, it's Deion Primetime Sanders scoring the go-ahead touchdown that put his team up 24-17. But again, Brentwood responds and scores a touchdown. It's 24-23. Mike Woodward decides, you know what? We have a chance to beat a really good Centennial team. We have them right here. Let's go ahead and try it. But Carson Croy's pass is incomplete, unable to convert on the 2-point conversion, and Centennial wins it. They're now 3-0. Brentwood falls to 0-3. A incredible game from Carson Croy. He threw 2 big touchdown passes, but nonetheless, the Bruins are still without a win, but really played Centennial tough, and it might give them some hope heading into Week 3. And when we come back, we have highlights from our Game of the Week. Stay tuned.
I'm a lot more productive lately. Thinking big picture and coming up with new products like my 3 cheese and ham grilled sandwich. It's got a creamy tomato sauce, 3 kinds of real melting cheese, and thinly sliced ham on my grilled to perfection artisan bread. All because I got this robot handling the day-to-day stuff, which is super helpful. I wanted the corner piece. There's still a few bugs.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the wrap-up show here on the Williamson Source, presented by Jack in the Box. We'll get right to our Game of the Week. We were at CPA in Giles County. Supposed to be a huge game, a big matchup. The MyTV30 crew was there, but more importantly, so were we. CPA has looked tough, but Giles County fans were especially confident going into tonight's game, despite what happened last season. But that confidence would drain quickly. To be more precise, 16 seconds into the game, Chip Omer taking the opening kickoff 99 yards and into the end zone, setting the tone for the game. Right from the get-go, the Lions are up 7-0, silencing the away fans. After a Bobcat 3-and-out, here's Jay Hockaday from the Giles County 42, and no one even close to catching him. 14-0 Lions. If any Giles County fans are watching, hang in there, it gets worse. Keep in mind, however, Giles is a really good football team. This is just how good CPA is. As we see, is the Lions defense getting the quarterback from behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Next CPA possession, a top 5 play nominee again from J.R. Osborne. Weatherly to Osborne with the one-handed snag, 21-0 CPA. Did I see a smile out of J.R. Osborne there? All right, let's see it again. Reaching out with his right hand and hauling it in. What a catch. If there aren't 5 more plays better than that, Osborne will be in our top 5 plays for the 3rd straight week. After another Hockaday score, CPA leads 28-0. Giles have the ball, but not for long. Fumble recovered by CPA. Wallace Barrett scored a touchdown on the next play, but a flag brought it back. So a play after that, Weatherly connects with Will Whitaker. 29 yards, 35-0 CPA. Just rolling once again, 3rd straight week. Coach Ingle Martin, though still teaching, still coaching, even with the more than comfortable lead, his Lions look poised to return to Cookeville. They win it 48-12. Now to what we're calling our Game of the Week B. Another really good matchup. Father Ryan at Brentwood Academy. And right here, Thomas Swafford. Deep downfield to the freshman Cameron Johnson. It's 7-0 Eagles. BA off to a good start in the first quarter. And of course, their student section liking it. Next, Father Ryan possession with a chance to tie Cameron Towns. Looking for Bryce Vickers on the hitch and go. He's open, but at the last second, a Brentwood Academy defender able to break it up. And the score remains 7-0. Now 7-3. Father Ryan on a 3rd and 1. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Brentwood Academy gets the ball back, and then later on a pick six. Return for a touchdown. Brentwood Academy goes on to win it. Also tonight, Spring Hill got their 3rd win of the season. It's their first 3-0 start since 2009. Tom Turchetta in his 2nd season has the Raiders off to their winning ways. We come back, more highlights right here on the Williamson Source.
Attention Monster Taco fans! Get ready for a night of Monster Taco Madness! With 2 new Monster Taco flavors from Jack in the Box face off! Introducing the Bacon Ranch Monster Taco, crushing it with strips of bacon and creamy ranch versus the Nacho Monster Taco, coming hard with nacho cheese and jalapenos! Monster, Monster, Monster Tacos! Too much?
Needs an explosion.
In a District 11 match, Franklin hosting Dixon County. This seems to always be a tough matchup. Dixon always brings their A game to Franklin, and right here, Bryce Millam. The game tied at 7. He carries this one into the end zone and carries his team to a 14-7 lead in the second quarter. Now leading 21-7. It's Bryce Millam again inside the Rebel 40. And he breaks through the defense into the secondary, and no one's going to catch number 25. Another touchdown for Milam. It's 28-7. But back comes Dixon County, trying to make a game of it. Here's a long pass downfield. It's going 98 yards for the touchdown. And it's now 28-14, so we got a ball game. 1:39 left to play in the first half. But just before we get to the break, and this is how explosive this Franklin Rebel offense can be. Joe Critchlow to Garrison Matthews. Touchdown Rebels. They lead at 35-14. They go on to win 49-14, advancing to 2-0 on the season. Of course, another packed house in Franklin for that game. Marshall County traveling to Page as the Patriots look to boast a 3-0 record with a bye week ahead. Page Michael McCokey finds Tyler Thiemann for 23 yards to the 1-yard line. It results in a touchdown with 7:03 remaining in the first quarter as Page strikes first. The Tigers would soon follow on their next possession. On a 2nd and 9 from the Patriots 10, Ashton Posey shovel pass to Chris Walker for the score, and with just over a minute remaining in the first. And we missed the extra point. The score is now 7-6 with less than 30 seconds left in the first. McCokey nails Connor Morse for the 40-yard pass. The Patriots only able to get a field goal out of it to make it 10-6 in Page's favor. As you see, ball going through the goalpost. Page leading at 10-7 on the ensuing kickoff with the clock at 0, ready for the second quarter. Marshall County's Walker taking it from the 3 and finding an alley. And he's going to take it to the house with just the kicker to beat. And he beat him. 97 yards. Marshall County leads it 13-10. But Walker wasn't done yet making his presence known on this highlight reel. As the Patriots working the lateral. And then trying to set up a pass. Little trickery here, but not fooled is Walker. He picks it off. And he's going to get all the way down to the 1-yard line. Or excuse me, the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal for Marshall County. He nearly took that to the house. That's crazy. On a 1st and goal, Hill would have no trouble punching it in. Another touchdown with just 11:27 left in the second quarter. The Tigers go up 20-10, and they would pull away and win this one pretty easily over Page. The Patriots could not advance to 3-0. That's a tough Marshall County team who nearly knocked off Indy last week as the Patriots fall to 2-1. They have a bye week next week, as we stated earlier. Another game going on in the county, a huge game between Fairview and Stewart County. Hunter Zimmerman, the quarterback for Fairview, had a monster of a game. We'll pick it up with an interception. Fairview takes a 23-13 lead right before the teams head into the locker room. Stewart County would respond, cut the lead to 4 at 23-19, and from there it was all Hunter Zimmerman. A 44-yard touchdown pass to his guy Drayvon Moore made it 31-19, and then at the start of the fourth quarter, Zimmerman again would find Hunter Caldwell, 25 yards, it's 38-19. And then later on, 5:55 left to play in the game. It's Zimmerman to Caldwell again. It's 44-27. That time it was a 42-yard touchdown pass. And then, why not? One more time. Zimmerman to Joe Kemp, which would give you your final score of 51-27. Hunter Zimmerman, once we get those final stats in from his game, we'll post them because an incredible game out of the junior quarterback from Fairview. And that will do it for our Friday night wrap-up show. Be sure to check out our highlight show, which will be on Monday. We'll have highlights from the away games we were at, and those thrillers, those overtime thrillers. You're going to want to see those clips, so be sure to tune in for that. And then, of course, on Thursday, our preview show highlighting our game of the week, which will be at Ravenwood. So for 104.5 and our sponsor of our show, Jack in the Box, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.